I'm back to do a movie review for you. I was going to do a review for The Dark Knight Rises, and I may do that, but I had someone that had mentioned, and this is true, I haven't been able to do reviews as often, and that was what the channel was based upon, and it's kind of become other things recently, and I apologize for that. So I wanted to do a review of a film that I watched not too long ago. The reason I didn't review it is because it's not a bad film, but it's a film wherein it didn't really call to me. I didn't love it. I thought that it was somewhat original. But anyway, I did view it, and I like to review film that I like, hopefully so people can find things that they like. So I'll tell you a bit about this film. You can see if it is or isn't for you. And the film, obviously, by the title, is Dark Fields, Doug Schulze's Dark Fields. You can see David Carradine is in this. The reason I picked this movie up is because David Carradine is in it, and so is D. Wallace Stone. There's a lot of familiar faces in this film. It stars, I'm looking at the back, David Carradine, as I mentioned, Richard Lynch, he would also know, D. Wallace Stone, Ellen Sandweiss, and Sasha Higgins. A lot of really good actors in this film. So I knew it was indie. I knew it was low budget. I just didn't know what to expect. That being said, as original as it is, the budget does, at points, kind of hold the film back. So I'm going to go into my review. It's going to contain mild spoilers. I will try not to reveal too much. If you don't want to know anything, I'll leave a link to the trailer in the description bar below. You can check it out, see if it's something you're interested in, and come back at a later time. So without further ado, my review of The Dark Fields. Dark Fields is actually kind of it's an anthology piece. You have 3 stories that come together to create one larger overall picture. The first story takes place in the 1800s, the late 1800s. The second story takes place in the 1950s, and the third takes place in present day. Now, you find out that each of the families, and I won't ruin it by going into which is specific to each family, but you find out that each family is afflicted, and I apologize, that's my loud children, with a curse. And this curse can only be broken by the sacrifice, and this is in the trailer, by the sacrifice of children from the town that this takes place in is Perseverance. That's the only way that a horrible drought, because a bargain was made with kind of a witch doctor, it's the only way to end a drought and this affliction that they all suffer from, and it's just horrible, miserable, agonizing. The only way to do it is to sacrifice. So as you go through each story, the first, I guess I can tell you a tiny bit about it, is about loss of water, drought, father with the sick, ailing daughter, kind of the first family pulled into the mess. The 50s story revolves around a woman who has taken her children from her husband but is forced to return, and you kind of find out their deal. And the present day story is a young lady who is in college who's called back home. Sorry, my hair's sticking up there. It's bothering me. Who's called back home when she finds out that she starts to change. She starts to suffer the affliction, and she doesn't know what's going on. And in order to receive care, she has to go back home. And that kind of brings all the films together, because she finds out what's in store for her siblings, and she has to make a decision. And that's about as far as I will go into the individual stories. I really don't want to spoil anything. Now for my thoughts on Dark Fields. Is it a bad film? No, it's not. It is what it looks like. It is a B horror film. Unfortunately, some of the CGI or effects they just don't work. When it's just acting, when it's just the actors doing what they do best, it's wonderful. David Carradine does very well in this film. It's kind of bittersweet seeing him on screen. And D. Wallace Stone, as always, is amazing. Richard Lynch, awesome. I mean, all the actors in this piece, in my opinion, do a very good job, especially with delivering the lines as they are written. And what I mean by that is the dialogue is actually, because sometimes with horror it can come across cheesy, it's actually really well done. I really did enjoy the film. That being said, or that aspect of the film, that being said, people that don't like B film, don't like indie horror, and don't like films that have a bit of because it is a slow burn. It is a slow building film. If you don't like that, you may not like Dark Fields. I would say that you can pretty much guesstimate whether or not it's going to be for you or something you'd even be interested in by viewing the trailer. So I'd recommend doing that and then seeing if it's something that you think that you would like. I'm glad that I gave it a watch. I got this, if I remember correctly, on sale when a video store was closing down. but I'm certain it can't be that hard to find a copy. So if you have a chance, maybe give Darkfields a try. They may even have this at Walmart. I'm not sure. So there you are. There is a review of a film. Not the best review. I have to get back into the groove. It's very difficult. If I have an opportunity, I will try to do a review of Dark Knight Rises. I'm just not sure how to put my thoughts in order for that one because it's such an epic film with such a plot arc over the series. But I really did enjoy it. I thought it was very good. With that being said, I'm going to go. I have things I have to complete and finish around the house. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm going to try to order some extreme horror films and review those in the future. So until next time, take care of yourselves. And thank you for all your support. And thanks for stopping by. And thanks for giving me a reason to record videos. I will talk to you all later. Bye.